We're back, and we really mean it when we say this is it. The top 5 delegates will each be asked the very same question, and I just happen to have it right here in my little hand. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your take on whatever we ask you. Other than that, there's no pressure. The deal is this. You only have 25 seconds to answer the question before you hear the bell. There you go. We begin with Massachusetts. Will the other delegates walk over to the listening station, put on the earphones so you can't hear a word we're saying. Let's go ahead and step down here in Massachusetts. See if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? La-di-da-di-da. Okay. They can't hear me. Here's your question. Your final question, Massachusetts. President Bush's daughters, Jenna and Barbara, have had well-publicized problems with underage drinking. Have they been treated fairly by the media?
Well, I would have to say yes and no. Although I think that their privacy should be respected, and they are, after all, teenagers and human beings, and they do make mistakes. However, I think that because they are public figures, and because their dad is such a, obviously, well-known person, I think they should have some sort of a little bit more respect for their dad, and I guess keep in mind what they're doing. Time's up.
Massachusetts, thank you. New York. New York. This is your final question, New York. President Bush's daughters, Jenna and Barbara, have had well-publicized problems with underage drinking. Have they been treated fairly by the media?
I don't think so. Being that they are the daughter of the presidents, they are in the media and they are everywhere, and, you know, we get to see their life. If they're having a bad hair day, we know about it. But the thing about them going out to bars and drinking, I would just like to know, how do they get into the bars, and where are their Secret Service people to be watching them? So I kind of blame the president. You know, he's their father. He should have a part in what they do and where they go.
Thank you, New York. Texas. Texas, I have your final question. This is it. President Bush's daughters, Jenna and Barbara, have had well-publicized problems with underage drinking. Have they been treated fairly by the media?
Definitely not. I mean, they're teenagers, they did something wrong, but they called 911 on them when they were drinking. I think that was not right at all. And they should treat them like any other individual, and it was not their fault that they're in the media right now. And the president is their father, but I don't think they should. I think they should treat them fairly as everyone else.
Thank you, Texas. Indiana. I have your final question, Indiana. This is it. President Bush's daughters, Jenna and Barbara, have had well-publicized problems with underage drinking. Have they been treated fairly by the media?
I think whenever you're the daughter or son of a political figure, you're never going to be treated fairly, but they should respect their father and know his position and act accordingly, not go around doing things underage. And so I feel that they deserve the punishment that they've received.
Thank you, Indiana. Missouri. Ready for the final question. Here we go, Missouri. President Bush's daughters, Jenna and Barbara, have had well-publicized drinking problems with underage drinking. Have they been treated fairly by the media?
Well, I think that when you are in a position like they are, you are automatically a role model for the rest of teenagers in today's society. And so I think that underage drinking is a huge problem, and for them to be caught doing that, it not only lets themselves down, but it kind of puts a damper on the whole system and the whole teenage community as well.
Thank you, Missouri. Great job, everyone. Now it's all in the hands of the judges, who will rank the top 5 in order of their personal choice. In other words, we are minutes away from the crowning of the Miss Teen USA 2001.
I'm freaking out for the top 5. The judges are voting right now as we speak, okay? Here to calm me down, I am with Miss Jillian Perry, Miss Teen USA 2000. Now, rewind a year. It was actually you out on stage waiting for that final decision. What was going through your head? I can't even imagine.
There are no words to describe how you feel up there, because you think everyone's watching in the audience and all my friends are watching home on TV, and you just hope they ask you a question that you have an answer for.
And you don't freak out, but adding a little humor, I would think, doesn't really hurt the situation, right?
No, if you can make the judges laugh, you know, they score well for laughs.
Now, if there's one thing you could say to the girls out there right now, what would it be? Maybe to calm them down or don't get their hopes up? What would you say to them?
I would say definitely be prepared for anything, but be yourself, because that's what the judges like in the answers. And if your personality comes across on the camera, I mean, it works out really, really well.
That's probably very true. What do you remember the most about winning? When they called your name, like getting crowned? What do you think?
I didn't think it was real. I mean, I was standing there in the top 3, and I still didn't even have a clue that, you know, I could win. Like, I was rooting for the second runner-up, and I'm like, what? I won. It's insane. Oh my God, your heart just pounds so hard.
So what feeling surges through your body when they actually call your name?
It's like pure disbelief. You just don't even think it's real. It's insane.
Okay, so you win. Take us through the next 24 hours. What happens to the new Miss Teen USA? What will happen to her?
She will have her very first press conference today after she wins.
How freaky.
Yeah, and then she has her very own coronation ball. Everyone's there like partying her, you know, her crown. And then tomorrow she has photo shoots and, you know, just, you know, the whole business.
Wonderful life. Well, thank you, Jillian. We love you. We're having fun. The big decision is coming up. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back with the crowning of Miss Teen USA 2001.
We're ready to announce the winner of Miss Teen USA 2001. But first, we'd like to thank some super cool people who helped make this night happen.
Let's give a big thank you to the mayor of the town of South Padre Island, Ed Saganowitz.
Executive Director of South Padre Island Convention and Visitor Bureau, Dan Quant.
And the city manager of the town of South Padre Island, Ray Kendall. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A round of applause for the guys.
And before we announce the winner, here once again is Jillian Perry as she takes her final walk as the reigning Miss Teen USA.
When I think back to that night a year ago, I still find it unbelievable that I was blessed to have been chosen from so many wonderful young women. During my reign, I was able to work with Shine and act as a spokesperson for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I had the honor of speaking to many students, and I thank them for being so kind in receiving me. To my family, my heart and soul, without your love and support, the special times wouldn't be so special, and the hard times would be even harder. To the Miss Universe organization, thank you for the most challenging and memorable year I could ever imagine. Candace, Denise, Lynette, and Laura, I could not have had better role models. To Dan, Kate, and Bill, thank you for sticking with me through it all and for making me laugh. Finally, I would like to thank God for such an incredible and rewarding opportunity.
Thank you, Jillian.
Okay, guys, this is really, really it. Thank you very much. Thank you to Mark Ward of the accounting firm of Ernst & Young, who's just signed off on the results, which I have in my hands right here. Ooh.
So turn this bad boy up. And the fourth runner-up is Indiana.
The third runner-up is Texas.
The second runner-up is Massachusetts.
Ladies, if you'll take a walk with us.
If for any reason the new Miss Teen USA can't fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take over. The first runner-up is New York! And so the new Miss Teen USA 2001 is Missouri. Congratulations!
Congratulations! Teen USA 2001.
Thanks so much to Usher, Better Than Ezra, Jagged Edge, and to many more.
Thank you very much, Brian. You rock. Everybody, you all rock. Have an awesome night. Bye-bye.
Seattle cop John King is on the search for a missing woman. It's led him to a little town with a big secret. Now he's about to discover that in Wolf Lake, nothing is what it seems.
There are those who can move between the world of the wolves and the world of the humans.
You, I think you know. Lou Diamond Phillips in Wolf Lake. Series premieres September 12th.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show, don't miss this year's Hollering Champs, actress Julia Stiles, and Who Asked For It, when Dave takes questions from the audience. But first, your local news.
And just ahead on the 10 o'clock news, why police are now providing protection for the family of a suspected mass murderer.
Then a fierce fire destroys homes and threatens wildlife. We'll have the latest on the fire.